Try to put the volume down, but it's taking forever. Hi everybody, I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whichever part of the world you're in. Today we're just talking. Yeah, I had nothing planned for this week, so to speak. Oh goodness, and I have plans tomorrow. I'll get into that later. I won't go into full detail about my plans, but like they involve a movie. And luckily I have talking points, because I can. In the first talking point, I completely forgot what I watched in the past anime season, now that I'm looking at it. Okay, so my first talking point I have is a past anime season. And I've forgotten. I've completely forgotten. Oh goodness. What even happened this season? I don't even know. Let's see. These entries. Let's see about these entries. I'm on my anime list. I'm trying to find it. Is it gonna show me recent? Can I look at recent? No? Ah! Okay, I guess I can look at, like, can I open another window? Let me see if I can open another window. I didn't think this through. Okay. My anime list. Is last season gonna pop up? Let me see if it will. Seasonal anime. Yeah! Okay, I don't even know what. Let's see. My mic's on, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, great. Great. What was this? Okay, so I guess we're gonna start off chatting about the past anime season. I still haven't caught up, unfortunately, so I can't talk about majority of it, but from what I've seen, I can talk about it. I think. Spy X Family, I'm still sad that they didn't introduce Bond like the last episode. I wanted them to introduce Bond. He's adorable. I love Bond. It was... I got to relive some of the best moments in Spy X Family, not gonna lie. I can't see chat in case anyone shows up. Let me see if I can move the... Stop it! Eh! Come on. There we go. Eh. Okay, I was moving to the other screen so I can actually see. Yeah, I relived some of the best moments for Spy X Family. It was a lot of fun. I remember when I first read the manga, I think I saw a tweet about it like a couple of years ago, and I started reading it. It was so hilarious. Just like the whole premise is just hilarious, where it's this cute made-up family. You have like a spy, an assassin, and an esper, and then a clairvoyant dog later, but like none of them know this, but they're kind of all indirectly helping each other out in various situations. Like, I think one of my favorite parts, we're getting to the manga now. One of my favorite parts is there's a scene where they're on a cruise and Yor is fighting up top, like near the top of the boat. And so Anya knows that something's going on, so she wanted to help her. And so Yor lost one of her like hair stick thingies, the gold stick things, gold stabby things. I don't know what they're called. They're stabby things. And so Anya finds it and she like throws it, and it barely makes it on the rail, but it didn't do anything. She's like, oh darn it. And then like a couple moments later, like one of the bad guys like runs out from that area and he slips on it, but then his foot, I think when he slipped, he like shot it up and it hit the other guy in the butt. So she did help very indirectly, and Yor was very confused how her weapon came back. Another instance on the bows when she was fighting, she's like, oh no, I'm like bringing attention, and then Anya's like, oh, I got this. She's like, oh look, it's a circus, like that's really cool. And it was really funny. But it's stuff like that where they kind of indirectly help out. Even Bond too. Bond helps out very indirectly, and it's really cute. I love Spy X Family. If I ever make a ranking video on like different anime, I would probably do like the top 10 best families. This would be like at the top 5 for sure, just because it's so cute. Oh my goodness. It usually tries to stay lighthearted. I know in the last couple chapters it got a little heavy with Lloyd's Twilight's backstory, which was really sad because it kind of gave you hope a little. and then all hope was dashed later on. You're like, oh, okay. So it's really sad, but hopefully we're going back to the happy fun times. What's next? Okay, Rise of Shield Hero season 2. I haven't read the original. Is it a novel? I can't remember if it was originally a novel. I like the premise of this one too. I really like isekais where there's like 2 types of isekais I like. The first kind is where the unexpected, where it's like you get isekai'd and you're just in an unexpected role, and so you kind of like take up the leader role at that point and get like your group together and perhaps build a kingdom, build a village, you know, stuff like that. Like Reincarnate as a Slime, Rimuru is like one of my favorites. I have several figures of him, but he's one of my favorite. But yeah, that's like one of my favorite isekai. And then I liked speaking of isekai, I guess we're gonna segue mildly. Like I'm gonna go into the new season soon, like after I go over the past season, but I'm just gonna mention that I really liked Overlord, and then I watched episode 1 of season 4, and I don't like it as much anymore. Either my memory is failing me or something changed, because I don't remember the situation. I guess Ainz, I don't remember his personality being lacking. I'll go into detail afterwards, but for Rise of the Shield Hero, and the second isekai I like, because I just remember the first. The second isekai is unexpected, but no, not unexpected. I'm sorry. Okay, so the first isekai is like the unexpected. You just pop up there. The second is well, no, I guess that's gonna involve the most recent one too. Darn, there's like different isekai. There's like the one where you get summoned by the world, and then there's one where you just pop up. So no one summoned you, you just kind of show up. In the case of Reincarnate as a Slime, I don't think anyone summoned him. I think he just shows up. In the case of the Shield Hero, though, Shield Hero, he is summoned along with 3 other guys, I think. So it's 4 of them. But they get summoned from like different alternate universes because they each have like different versions of Japan that they're from. And so they get summoned, right? And he's the Shield Hero. Apparently the Shield Hero is like the weakest, and so people didn't really have much hope for him. And something happens in the beginning and he gets like falsely accused of this crime and basically gets kicked out. And he has to make it on his own, pretty much. And he ends up succeeding for the most part. I believe he's like the strongest out of the 4. And personally, I hate the other 3. All the people I've met that have watched Shield Hero also hate the other 3. I'm glad Rishia got over Izumi. Is that his name? Izuku? I'm getting it mixed up with the characters from Shikimori. But I'm glad she gets over him. Honestly, if I'm being quite honest, I like, I'm sure he kicked her out to protect her, but after the crap that those 3 pulled, and now Fumi has to like fix all of that, I hate them. I really, really hate them. I could honestly care less about what happens to I wouldn't have minded if the bad guy in this season killed them. I really wouldn't. Please summon new cardinal heroes. They need new ones. But this season was a lot of fun. Raftali even got like a new weapon, which I'm surprised got transferred back to their world. I wasn't expecting it to. I will admit, when I first started this season, I was super confused who half the characters were. Like, I remember Raftalia's friend, but the woman that's in charge of Chi, like teaching Aricia how to control her Chi or Ki, I think it's Ki is how they spelled it, but it's Chi. And the night lady, like I don't remember any of them, especially Rishia. I was like, who is this chick? It didn't click at all, and I don't remember the bow hero like firing her. I even asked my friends about it too, and they said no, I don't recall him doing that. I thought, oh, okay, that just happened, I guess, but I'm not too sure. I'm glad she got over him now. She's like part of Naofumi's group, which is good for her. Good. Leave the other guy. I can care less. You should care less too, Rishi. I care less about that guy. He doesn't deserve your kindness and your strength, okay? But when I mean like isekai like that, it's more so that Naofumi got like discarded, but he kind of made a name for himself. You know, he kind of built his own, I guess, village, but also his community, his own group of friends. And I guess another isekai that I also really like was like the book cafe one. Book lover makes a book cafe, something like that. I can't remember. She ends up finding true love, which is really cute. She's just kind of on her own. Like, she even tells God, like, hey, can you make my mark not obvious so people don't, like, you know, make me work as a hero? He's like, sure! So she just owns his own little book cafe and falls in love with the knight. I think he's the captain or something. Anyways, it's really cute. Another one, it was like the medical one where her and some other girl got isekai. They got summoned, but the prince liked the other girl and not the main character, so they kind of like kicked her out. I mean, they took care of her, but she also was just, you know, not doing anything. And then come to find out she's the actual saint and not the other girl. But anyway, she falls in love too. And guess what? With the captain of the knights. I guess if you're a female that gets isekai'd, you're more than likely gonna fall in love with the knight. Like, out of the three that, okay, even Ascendants of a Bookworm, Rosamine does end up with Ferdinand, who is technically a knight. Oh man, yeah, I just noticed that. Oh my gosh, yeah, so I guess in those isekai, hi Gotaro, welcome. Welcome. So I guess in that sense, yeah, I just noticed that out of the isekais with the heroine that like gets isekai'd, she ends up marrying a knight. Huh. I guess next time I watch one, I'll know if I see a knight character, be like, that's him, that's your husband, that's it, that's right there. I guess with male characters, it kind of varies. In a way, for Naofumi, he ends up being like the hero, but he's still kind of jaded a bit, which I don't mind. After all the crap he went through, I completely understand, honestly. Hello. And so, what's another, like Rimuru? He's a slime. I don't know, I think he does really good. I had high hopes for Ainz, but I don't know. I didn't realize how kind of dumb he was. Like, I thought he was smarter, if I'm being quite honest. Even Rosamine was significantly smarter than this guy. I mean, given she might have been older and she was a librarian, but like, come on. Really? I guess because of the characters around him put him on such a high pedestal that they don't really teach him what to do. But then again, I thought he would have learned by now. I don't know. I thought his very... Not his, whatchamacallit? His undead, because he is an undead. That was his character in the game, and that's how he got isekai'd, was as an undead. So I thought that was kind of taking over, and he was just kind of disregarding humans. But that did not seem to be the case. Sorta. It was more he was pushing for the equality kind of path, but his behavior in the episode just made me doubt he can actually accomplish that. Anyways, I like smart main characters. I thought he got smarter and more ruthless, but he still seems like a dork, so Overlord isn't as much of my favorite any longer. My favorite two probably just could be like Ascent of a Bookworm. Actually, it's one of the ones that came out, was season 3. Where is it? If I scroll down long enough, I think I can find it. Here it is, yeah. So, Ascent of a Bookworm. I watched season 1 because I think I heard about it from somewhere. I think it was on Twitter too. I heard about it on Twitter. And so I watched season 1 and I watched season 2, and it was really good. As a bookworm myself, I completely understand Mind's motivation to get books published. I completely agree. Yes, I know some people are upset that she keeps messing up, but having to be thrown in this kind of society very abruptly, especially after her adoption too, she's kind of slowly learning and trying to change her point of view, but you have to remember her main priority is books. And it's really hard to change your priorities. Like, you know, those should not be your priorities. You know they shouldn't. But they are. Oh my god, like there are times where I knew I had to go to sleep because I had important stuff in the morning. I couldn't. I wanted to read my book. I wanted to play my game. I wanted to do anything else except sleep. So like doing all that was my priority. And like my wallet can attest to my other priorities. Lena is my witness for like my other priorities. I will literally beat up somebody if they want to trash a book, okay? So I kind of understood her significantly better as I was reading. It's so fun. It's fun to read Mind's point of view. And like after reading what happens at the end, I feel like seeing her journey along the way just makes it more fun for me to read. Overall, I really like Descendants of a Bookworm. She's doing a lot of cool stuff. All the characters are so fun. Of course, the characters that Mind dislikes, you kind of dislike, you know, or I dislike them. Everyone else is really nice to her. And overall, I really like A Sense of a Bookworm. It's a really good isekai in my opinion. It's very much adapting to the world versus like the hero ones where they kind of just make their own path. And in a way, Mind does kind of make her own path, but she's being forced to adapt and continue down the path she wants to, while being mindful of those around her and caring for those around her. And so it's a nice read. So I do recommend the show, and I do recommend reading it. I think the next volume that gets published is next month, but currently it is on, I can't remember, of a bookworm parts. Like the parts just keep throwing me off, if I'm being quite honest. Okay, let's see. Because it's like part 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and then you got like the volumes within. Like I can understand if it's like volume 1 and then like part, like I feel like the part in the volume should have been reversed because it's confusing me, but it's fine. Okay, so right now what's released in English is part 4, volume 7. We still have volume 8 and 9. Which, okay, so volume 8's gonna come out next month, and then volume 9 comes out in October, and then part 5 volume 1 comes out in December. And pretty much like the part I really want to read is part 5 volume 7, because that's apparently when the gods kind of like give her appearance that matches her age, and then like all this other stuff goes down too. And in case anyone has read the book in Japanese, does anyone know if part 5 volume 9, the guy on the cover, is that Emmanuel, the priest that was part of the interrogation during like the Beast Fallen thing? Because it kind of looks like him, because I saw the parts earlier. I saw the pictures, which just look really pretty. I love the illustrations too. The illustrations are gorgeous. But yeah, I saw his, like, not his character description, but they mentioned him. Oh yeah, no, there was an illustration of him, and I thought, is he the bad guy for volume 9? He looks like the bad guy, but I'm not too positive. So if anyone knows, please let me know so I can mentally prepare. Because she seemed really scared of him, which I understand. Guy looks creepy. He honestly reminded me of Castor from Fate Zero, which is not a good reminder. That's why I haven't been able to rewatch it, just because I'm so traumatized by the character by the historical figure that this guy is based on. Like, I read the whole wiki. I wanted to puke. It was not fun. It was not a fun read. I did not know So it's like really, and like all the things that Caster does in Fate Zero, oh my gosh, I just, oh man, I really want to rewatch it just because I really like Waver. I didn't like him at first, but after watching the Lord Melio series, he has a special place in my heart now. So I really want to rewatch it purely for him and Ryder. But I can't, I don't think I can stomach it again. At first I was like, oh, like, whoa, okay. Like, I've seen some pretty gory stuff. But when you actually read who he's based off of, I can't. It's just, it hurts. Like, oh my gosh. Like, how could someone like this, you know, there's just very horrible people in the world. And his character just happened to be based on just a very, very horrible person in history. And so it's really hard for me to rewatch that. Oh man, it's like me rewatching Corpse Party, which I don't think I'll be able to unless someone asks me, like, hey, can you watch Corpse Party with me? I'll be like, sure. And I do plan to play the game. I just, my heart. Moving on. I haven't gone to Kaguya, the Love is War for the last season. I'm gonna start it soon. Right now I'm trying to catch up on the current ones. I know there's a scene with, oh god, what's the guy? Ishii something. That guy, the antisocial one who was like kind of scarred because this girl was like really mean to him. I can't remember. Ishii something. I saw there's a scene with him. I like him too. He's one of my favorites. Oh, the one I just finished today is Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie. Oh, I thought Shikimori's not cute. It's not just a cutie. Oh, okay. That one I finished today. I like this one a lot. The art style is also really pretty. Shikimori and Izumi were just drawn really, really beautifully. Dare I say there's some scenes where Izumi is significantly prettier than anybody in the show. It's very wholesome. I like this one a lot, if I'm being quite honest. It was really cute. They just like kept reaffirming their love at the end of every episode, and it brought warmth to my heart. I thought it was the cutest thing. Oh my god. They're such an adorable couple, if I'm being quite honest. It's just, and I like how their friends is like Nekozaki, like cat, and then like Inuzaki, and then for like Inu as in dog. And I don't know about Hachimitsu. The only thing that comes to mind is Hachi, but aside from that, but they have such a cute group of friends, and it's kind of interesting that they didn't dwell on any of their backstories, especially Shikimori and Izumi. It was just kind of hinted and mildly shown, but it wasn't like a big point to point out. Like they didn't dedicate like a whole episode on each backstory, so to speak. You always got like a different variety. I think they do that with a lot of romance manga, or any like romance in general, is that it's not really something long and drawn out. Like some are like that. I think Say I Love You is kind of like that, where it's very much you're kind of watching along, versus some of them, like such as like Horimiya and like I guess this one for Shikimori, it's very much cute little skits that involve all the characters. So I guess you can kind of watch it out of order. And what's another one that kind of Aharen-san? That one's kind of good. Well, that one's also kind of skits. I think they should have gave it the romance tag because they do end up together at the end, which I thought was really cute. Like, I laughed a ton when I watched Aharen-san. It was really funny just because it. Okay, so for Aharen-san, there's this guy who looks really scary named Raido, and he doesn't want to like scare people, so he wants to make friends. So he tries to make friends with the girl that sits next to him, Aharen-san. But he like tries to say hi to her and she ignores him at first. He's like, oh no, like, am I too scary? Come to find out, she's been talking to him like this whole time, but she's talking very quietly, so he couldn't hear her at all. But they end up becoming like really best friends throughout the show, and they do end up together at the end, which is really cute. I just woke up from a nap and heard Caster. I'm like, oh no, Cat, I'm so sorry. Yeah, hearing Caster is not a good thing. especially after waking up from a nap. Oh man, I'm sorry. I don't know why I brought that. Oh right, it's because I was discussing Ascendance of a Bookworm, and one of the bad guys. Well, not a bad. I don't know if he's a bad guy. He gives me the bad guy vibe. One of the priests that interrogates her during like an incident that happened at the Royal Academy, he reminded me of Castor. He really did. It was kind of gross. I was like, no. I think his name is Emmanuel, or something with an I. He's one of the priests of the sovereignty, and it reminded me of him. And I was like, no. But I wasn't sure if he was the bad guy on the cover of Part 5, Volume 9. It kind of looks like him, but there's like a weird hair curl at the top, so I'm thinking it's probably not him. And there's another bad guy that has a facial structure similar. Oh, that's why I brought up. Sorry, cat. But hi, welcome. Also, I hope you had a nice nap. Yeah, Komi-san too. Komi-san Can't Communicate. I didn't watch season 2, but from season 1, it's also like that, where it's very skit based. It's not really like a long drawn story. Like, it's very much like individual like little skits and individual little situations that are just kind of cute to watch. In this case, like with Shikimori, it's that she has like a badass side. She used to be in karate, and now she's trying to be cute. That's what she wants to be. She wants to be cute. And then with Komi-san, she just has a hard time communicating with others, but she wants to. It's just she gets over like very, very shy. It's really hard for her to communicate. Ahedun-san too, she can communicate, but she's been told that she's too clingy. So she kind of like, I don't want to say she gets shy. She is shy in a sense, but also she's just very quiet. So not a lot of people can hear her or understand that the distance that she gets, like when she gets close to them, it's because she wants to talk to them. And that she gets close because you can't hear her because she's whispering like the whole time. And so in this case, it's like very skit based. Like Horimiya too is a bunch of, they didn't include a lot of stuff in the anime, which is just more funny little skits and instances. They mainly just include, I guess, like the main plot points for like relationships and whatnot, but there was a bunch of other stuff within the manga that was also just really funny and cute. So in this case, I really do recommend reading the Horimiya manga. I do plan to read the Komi-san Can't Communicate manga. A friend of mine's reading it right now. He says it's getting good. So I plan to read it. I just haven't gotten around to it. I've been binge reading Ascent of a Bookworm for the past couple days. And I mean like hardcore binge reading. Oh goodness. I finally just finished it Saturday night, so I'm very content right now. Hopefully my memory will stay with me so I can be mindful for when the next volume comes out next month. And I don't know when it's gonna come out. Barnes & Nobles doesn't really have a pre-order thing for ebooks. Let's see. A sense of a book. Maybe they do. Or maybe I can just check the dates. I don't know. I know one of them came out this month, I think. Yeah. So it's like every other month are the release dates. And don't get me wrong, like I'm happy, but it literally takes me a day to read one of them. So it's like I have this happiness for a day and then that's it. I have to wait again. And then the part I want to read isn't even gonna come out till like 2024 January. So it's so I'm very sad. Volume 9. No, wait, no, is it? I think I might have did my math wrong. I know the part I really want to read where the gods kind of like help make her appearance, her age, is either December of 2023 or January 2024. I'm not too sure. I can't remember right now. I did the math, I swear. Oh man, I heard good things about Tomodachi Game from another friend. I would watch it. I just haven't got around to. I have tabs open, everybody. I have tabs open. Do not worry. I am slowly getting through them. Slowly. The one I did watch that I really like is Summertime Render. Oh man, it was really good. Like I said, it's kind of spoiling, but it's like a mixture of Ray Zero and like Tokyo Revengers. So I really don't want to spoil it, but it's hard for me to talk about it if I don't kind of mention what's happening. Well, just know it's a murder mystery, and the mystery kind of is very much on the like very much sci-fi. The wait for seasons always struck with me too, because I'm like, I sure hope ever. I would like to think my memory is pretty good. But yeah, Kat, I understand that sentiment where it's like, if I gotta remember, like, I don't want to have to binge read 19 volumes again just to remember. I'm usually okay if I kind of read like a couple pages of the ending of the previous volume, then I'm okay. I'll remember eventually. But sometimes I don't. I think I will. I really like Ascendant of a Bookworm, and the fun part about Ascendant of a Bookworm is that there's illustration. So there's a cover illustration, and then there's an illustration on the back of the sheet, I guess the pull-out illustration, and it's kind of like events of the end, in a sense. Well, sorta. Oh, it's very, I don't know, it shows scenes of stuff that happens at the end of the volume. And so luckily it has like all the important characters on it, so it's easier for me to read if I can visualize the characters. So with the Scent of a Bookworm, it has like the illustrations there, so I can always look back on it and think, okay, which character is this one? Oh, it's so-and-so. Okay, let me double check, and I'll look at it. It's like, okay, yeah, this map's so-and-so. And then they'll have like, light novels will have illustrations in between, so I can look at it and be like, oh, okay, this is like who they're talking about. So usually when it has an illustration, it helps me kind of remember what's going on, what they look like, and so on and so forth. One of the characters in A Sense of a Bookworm, his name's Roderick. His hairstyle reminded me of Beetlejuice from Re:Zero. I was like, oh man, I hope you're sane. Please stay sane. Like, I don't trust people with bowl cuts. I don't trust, like, not people. I don't trust anime characters with a bowl cut, okay? I can't. Like, that specific kind of look and hairstyle, I don't trust it anymore. But I'm sure he'll be fine. I think. I don't know. I'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, back to Summertime Render. I guess because Re:Zero. Again, it's very, the concept of Re:Zero and the concept, the system for like Tokyo Adventures. It's like a mixture of that with Summertime Render. Oh, excuse me. Oh, and I haven't caught up. I think I'm 2 episodes behind right now for Summertime Render, but the point where it's at right now, it's very much keeping me invested and very much interested. Oh my gosh, and the ending song is just beautiful. Oh my goodness. I mentioned on one of the streams, I think, that I was playing it on repeat. I really love it. Oh gosh, it's so good. So good. So I do recommend Summertime Render if you do like mysteries and some supernatural stuff. It is a very good one, and I binged that one too when I was watching it. Shikimori took me a little bit just because it's like romantic comedies I do like, but it's hard for me to keep up with because there's no story structure per se. There's not like there's a goal for the end of the season. No, it's just kind of stuff that happens. It's funny little skit stuff, you know, so that doesn't motivate me to watch it as much. Art style though, I don't know, because I was thinking of Beelzebub, Miss Beelzebub, and that one I did watch all the time, but then again, I really like pastels and I really like the art style. An eyelash, hold on. Oh my gosh, okay. Really? Hold up. There's an eyelash. I'm trying to make a wish. There we go. Does anyone else do that? Where if you have an eyelash, you close your eyes and blow on it, you make a wish? Was anyone else taught that? My mom taught me that. So I've been doing it since then. It's been very helpful. Sorry about that. What was I talking about? Oh, no. Wait. What? Oh, right. Like with romances, it's like very skip-based, but for other stuff where it's like a story and there's like cliffhangers and stuff, then I'll be more invested in watching it. I don't know. I'm kind of odd. There's like some shows I'll keep watching, like going, because I'm very much invested, and there's some where it's like, it's good, but I'm not that invested in it, if that makes sense. Sorry if it doesn't. Oh, let's see what else. Oh, yeah, boy Kongming. Oh, that was really good too. Oh man, that one was also really good. When I got into reading Danmei, I learned about the Three Kingdoms, and I actually have a copy. 3 ginormous books actually of like translation of the Three Kingdoms tale, and the books essentially. I really need to get Journey to the West and the Red Mansion. I have plates. Is it the Red Mansion? Mansion of Dreams? Something like that. That's one of the classics. I have plates for that one. They're very, very beautiful. I need to get the book, so translated, of course. And then once I learn how to read it, I'll get like original copies. But yeah, so I kind of knew who he was, and I thought that was like a nice blend where it's like, yeah, he was a war tactician, but you got isekai, and now he's a producer for like Eiko? Is that her name? Eiko. And so I was expecting like just pure comedy, but it actually had a lot of good like advice points, and it dealt with like a lot of being true to yourself and who you sing for and what you sing, and just it had a lot of good emotional points and emotional scenes, especially in the beginning for the first episode. You find out that Eiko had wanted to she didn't want to live anymore, and actually the guy in charge of the bar, I think he's the one that saw her, or he caught her before she fell on the train tracks, and he kind of gave her a purpose to live. I can't remember, episode was so long ago, but she had admitted that to Kongming, like, no, yeah, there was a time where I felt like this, but music has helped me. And I thought that was really nice. I was purely expecting like pure comedy, like me and my friend were expecting pure comedy, and after I watched episode 1, I sent him a text. I was like, dude, you gotta watch it, it's not what you think. And so he watched it, and he texted me, he's like, oh my gosh, you were right. I was. He's like, I cried. I was like, dude, same. I cried too. Like I'm such a crybaby. But it ended up being a really good show, and just a lot of the music is just really nice, and all the singing is wonderful. Overall, I would recommend this to anyone that just likes a good slice of life pop idol show. Anime. Just it's very good, and the art style is really good too. There's moments where Kongming will have like these jars or these bottles that look like you know, the teddy bear honey bottles. It looks like that, but he'll have like different ingredients for different remedies and stuff, and you just know when you see it, you know he made something, he's up to something. It's really funny. But yeah, I completely recommend that one. I had a lot of fun watching it, and the music was also really nice. I was singing along for a lot of the songs that were in English. I was singing along. I tried to sing some of the Japanese. I'm like trying to practice singing some Japanese songs so I can have a karaoke for it. But that's what I'm probably gonna do. My first karaoke is probably gonna be unarchived, just because I know English songs significantly better than I do Japanese. And there's not really much Japanese music I listen to aside from anime openings and endings. Oh goodness. But yeah. So another one, this is another isekai one. Though in this case, it's... I don't know. Okay, so if y'all have seen the Katarina one, where it's like all endings lead to doom, it's kind of similar premise. The main character got isekai'd into an otome game, but in this case, trapped in a dating sim, the world of otome game, I don't think is hard for mobs or something like that. This guy, his sister, I don't know what she blackmailed him somehow to play this game for her while she went on vacation, and so he did. But he was like so invested in it that he just didn't eat, and he was sleep deprived. So when he went to the convenience store to get food, he fell down the stairs and he died. And he ended up as a mob character in this isekai game. I like this one a lot because the main character is, one, really smart, so he already knows right away what he needs to go get and to like help make sure he has a better life for himself. And then 2, he just lets like the guys from the Ultimate game, he just let him have it. Like this, he is such, I don't want to say he's a jerk, but he's very blunt and very harsh. Very harsh. And I find amusement in all this, like all the crap he tells people. He's very harsh to them, very cruel words, and I thought it was really funny. I was laughing the whole time. Everyone else is like, okay, I think you're going a little too far, Leon. I'm like, no, let him have it. Keep going. Come on, I need more burns, you know. It was good. I did see a bunch of people in the comments though mentioning that the art style from the manga versus the anime's art style wasn't as good as the manga. And I did speed read through the manga. I kind of skimmed through it, like just skimming and seeing what happens, because I love plots where like the opposing force or the antagonist or the, because I don't want to say the girl in it was really a bad guy. She's kind of just trying to make sure she has a place in the world, but she ended up taking like the main heroine's like role, which I guess would kind of be okay, though in the case of this game, and Leon brings this up too, the main heroine for the Ultimate game he got isekai'd into, she's a saint. Also, this Ultimate game is not like your regular Ultimate game. There's actually like battle tactics, and it's a mecha anime too, so they fight in mecha, and just it's very strategic, and there's a lot of wars and battles that Leon is aware of. So in this case, they kind of do need the saint. I don't know if there's like a big war later on, but he's trying to get all the stuff for the main heroine, Olivia, because she is the saint. So the fact that the... Okay, spoiler alert, but it's kind of obvious. I thought it was obvious. So the girl that ends up taking the role of the heroine is actually his sister. What happened, I guess her family disowned her because they found out that she blackmailed her brother, which led to him dying. So she got disowned and married this guy, but then he divorced her, and then she just kind of by herself. I think she just, I don't know how she died. She died of something. And so she got isekai'd into this world. So I don't think she's like a full-on bad guy. She's just trying to make it. And besides, she's not having a great time after she gets like all the male protagonists, like the ones you can romance. They kind of all get disowned and she has to take care of them. So in this case, she's not even having a good time, but she does have the bracelet, and she is being acknowledged as a saint currently in the manga, which is not good. So Leon's kind of pissed off about that. It's like, no, Olivia's the saint. Like, what the heck are you doing? And he kind of can't tell. It's like, hey, this chick reminds me of my sister. But he keeps denying it because he disliked his sister, that he just wouldn't want to meet her again. I do hope that if he does realize it's her, I hope he just won't start pampering her. I would hope he would at least give her some advice and maybe just like help her out in a sense, like, okay, look, you can do this, this, or this. Make your choice and just do it, but leave me out of it kind of approach. Right now they're on like some lab thing. Again, this is like a weird Ultimate game he got isekai'd into, because it's not your usual Ultimate game. It's like a fantasy mecha sci-fi. I guess the only saving grace for the show is that Ishida Akira voice acts Lucian, the robot. It makes me so happy when he keeps calling Leon a dirtbag. I was like, yes. I love Ishida Akira. That man is amazing. That's why I was crying when I found out Ayato Forgetcha was voiced by Ishida Akira. I was, oh my god, I literally cried. I screamed and I was crying, and Lena ran in the room. She's like, are you okay? So yeah. I was trying to tell her it was Ishida Akira, but I just kept squealing, and she just looked at me like, what is she doing? So I did this again last night. I won't go into detail right now because this is actually my my third talking point. I will get to it later. But if you don't know, Genshin released a video with all the Fatui, the Harbingers. I was, oh my gosh, like my heart, oh my gosh, it was, oh my goodness. My face is like really red right now just remembering it. Oh my god, it was really cool. Oh my gosh, and I'm not the only one. I'm so glad I'm not the only one that fell in love with Pantalon from Genshin. Like, so I watched her. I watched in Japanese. I was like, oh my god, like I paused and I screamed. And I just kind of rolled around on my bed because, oh my gosh, he was so handsome. It was like love at first sight. I was like, oh my god, it was great. And then, you know what made it better? So I watched in Japanese and I watched in English and it didn't click. It wasn't until someone uploaded a clip of his scene. He's talked in Chinese first, and then it was English, and then Korean, and then Japanese. And I was listening to it, and I listened to it again. And it clicked that he was voiced by J. Michael Tatum. If you guys, for English, if you guys don't know who J. Michael Tatum is, he is the voice actor for Kiyoya from Ouran High School Host Club. And at the time when I was first getting into anime, Lena had Netflix at the time. We don't have it anymore because they just kept increasing their prices. So we just said no and canceled. But at the time when I did wake up, we had Netflix and I was watching all the anime in dub. And one of the ones I was watching was Ouran High School Host Club. And oh my goodness, I loved Kiyoya too. In case people don't know my anime husbando type, it's definitely the handsome Megane who just... Okay, so like Kiyoya, Nobuchika from... oh gosh, Psychopaths. Like, I have a type, okay? And this guy just like hit all those points. I was like, oh my goodness! Oh my god, I was... okay, sorry. It's just, I really love him. Oh, he's so cool. And then also, I was surprised at the glow up they did for Dotoro? Dotoro? See. Because I remember him from the manga. And then when I saw him in the I was like, damn! Okay, you got a glow up, it seems. What does people say on Twitter? Yasification of Dotore. Yeah, they just like made him like 10 times hotter. I don't know why they did that. Another character, here's Arlecchino. Oh, she was so cool. I was like, oh. And then I just before starting the stream, I saw like top 15 or top 10 things you didn't know about the Fatui. She actually runs an orphanage. So again, I'm not too sure what child meant that she would betray the Sarita in any given moment. I don't know if it was just because she like has her own... I don't know. I would think that she's really great with kids because the fact she had an orphanage and there's like a bunch of nice characters that kind of came out of the orphanage, I think. I don't know. I really liked her too. Her overall design was really badass. Like, damn. Oh my goodness. Like, overall, just all the Fatui were freaking amazing. I was just gonna collect all the Archons, but at this point, I think I'm gonna have to collect all the Fatui too. I did pull for Child, but I think it was like his second or third rerun. I just pulled for the heck of it. I don't know why. I don't use him in game. I don't generally use the bow characters because I'm really bad with the bow. But I just pulled him for the heck of it. And I did get him. I won my 50-50 for him. And just... yeah. That's supposed to be my third talking point. I'll get back to that later. But... okay. Moving on to the previous anime season. Sense of a Bookworm. The Grimoire of Zero. Sorry, the sequel of Grimoire of Zero, The Dawn of the Witch. Okay, so I saw the opening and I thought, oh, okay, he ends up with the chick, right? Like the witch chick. And then I watched episode 1. I thought, I'm confused now. It doesn't seem like they're gonna end up together. And then near the end of the season, they don't, but he is in love with her and he makes that known too. Like, no, I love you. And she's like, okay, sure. Also, like the Dawn of the Witch, the Witch of Dawn, she's very much Obasan. She just looks very youthful, but she's like over 100 years old, I think. I love her. She's really cool. And then like her staff too. Luden? Yeah, Luden. Oh. It was very good. I wasn't expecting like all those plot twists. I haven't watched the last episode. I am very much in love with the ship. Like, yes, he killed a lot of people, but the guy with the hammer and the teacher, it's really cute. Like, I just thought it was adorable. I was squealing every time they were on screen together. I was like, oh my god! And then when she like cups his face, she's like, oh, you're in love with me. And I was like, oh! You know, like it was really cute. I was like, oh my goodness. Hi Joshua. My day's doing pretty good. How's your day? How's everybody's day? Hope everybody's day is going good. I'm just chilling right now. As I say, I'm just chit-chatting. But yeah, when the guy was on screen with the teacher, I was like, oh, I didn't want her to die. I haven't seen the last episode, so nobody tell me if something happens to them. I'll be very actually no, tell me. Does something happen to them? I don't want to be devastated when I watch it. You know, after stream, I'm gonna go watch it. I'm gonna watch the episode. Well, no, I guess I can't. Well, I was gonna do something after this. I need to get y'all's opinion on which one to do. I just got off work. Oh, okay. I hope your day at work went well. What happened? Yeah, okay, so next was Scent of a Bookworm. I already went into detail on that one. It was very sad. Like, it was like the sixth to last episode. I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna read it. So I bought the book that this arc centers on. I think it was oh darn. What was it? It was like part 3 or part 2. I've been part 2 or part 3. I can't remember. And so I couldn't wait for the episode. So I just got the book and I read like the last chapter or 2 of the book. And I was crying more in the book than I did in the anime, if I'm being quite honest. Like, yes, it was very sentimental and she was crying. But like reading it in the novel, again, they cut out a lot of stuff. So like there was still at least a couple more chapters left at the end of that one that season 3 did not cover. It only covered up to like when she said goodbye to her family, but not like what happened afterwards. Excuse me. And so, yeah, it's just... I love the Scent of a Bookworm so much. I'll get into detail on that later. That's like one of my talking points. Let's see. Oh, Heroine Runs a Show. That one, I want to read ahead of that one. Come to find out, it's based off of one song. One song. It was like a Miku song or something. I can't remember. From Miku, the Diva one. I can't remember. But it's based off a song, so I was trying to read ahead. Couldn't, because it's an original anime. It was so cute. I thought it was gonna be like a fruits basket kind of story where she'd end up with one of the guys. But she ended up staying true to herself. No, not true to... Well, she wanted to pursue running. That's kind of why she went to the high school in Tokyo, was because they offered her like a running scholarship to attend high school in Tokyo. And so that's why she went. But some turn of events, she ends up as the manager of this idol group called Lip Lip. And she doesn't end up falling in love with either of them. Actually, she's more true to the point that, no, you belong to the fans, and I don't want to hurt the fans' feelings, because the idol group means so much to them. And I thought that was very heartwarming. I was a fool for thinking this was going to be all fun and giggles. There's a scandal that happens later, and they end up finding out like one of her friends from school was the reason to like make the scandal. I was like, oh no. I had way too much faith in her friends. And that one particular friend, I mean. This also happened with the boys. I had way too much faith in A-Train. It just didn't go well. So I stopped having faith in friends of the main characters because it's probably not gonna go well. Like, ever. Oh, goodness. So... But it ended up being really good. The ending was really cute. The music was really fun. I love the main character, Suzumi, Hiyori Suzumi. She was just such a down-to-earth character. She was not naive in a sense, but more so persistent optimist. It's just, she was so optimistic, so much sunshine, and just, man, I wish I had her energy. I don't though. Oh goodness. she was just always so optimistic, and it was really nice seeing a character like that again. I don't remember the last time I saw a character like that was just so wholly optimistic and thought nothing of the world, and just it's hard to find characters like that, just because, especially characters that you don't want them to be too naive and too airheaded, that's like it's painful. Like, you know, another down-to-earth character that reminded me was Toru from Fruits Basket. In this case, she was trying to... Actually, that confused me too. I watched the prelude. I thought her father was an airhead. The man's badass. What the heck? I don't remember him being badass. Oh man, it's been a while since I've read Fruits Basket. I really wanted to reread when I saw the prelude, because I don't remember her dad being like that, but I honestly can't remember when the flashbacks happen for her father. And the books are like the second row on my top bookcase. I didn't want to reach for it, so I gave up rereading that. I'll reread it later. But yeah, she's like another down-to-earth character, but it's more so that she's putting up a front. She's trying so hard to be someone for everybody instead of herself. And so she's kind of lying to herself as well as those around her. And she gets very insecure about this too. Even though she still tries to be... I don't want to say a pushover in a sense, but she still tries to do a lot of good for everybody and not as much as for herself. I think after the incident where she fell off the cliff, then she starts pursuing more of what she wants and what's best for her. Like with her mother too, she's like, you know, I love my mom, but I love myself more, and I think that's what she would want. And so she stays with Kyo. She's saying, you know, I don't care if it goes against what my mother wants. I love you and you. And so oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Don't get me wrong, like the old Fruits Basket was great. The new one though, guys, the new Fruits Basket, the 2019 one, I think is just a top tier. No one's gonna change my mind. I'm sorry, no one's changing my mind. Oh man, we have an anime that makes you cry every episode. Violet Evergarden. We have that one will make you cry too. Yeah, when you have an anime that makes you cry every single episode, it's a good anime. It's a good story. Oh man, Violet Evergarden. Oh my god, in the movie, I was like, please stay with him. And she does. Oh, I'm a sucker for romance anime and manga, y'all. You should know this by now. It is, oh man, it is so cute. But yeah, just Toru, and I think that's what Suzumi reminded me of, was Toru. Was that Suzumi was just so overly nice to everyone. And Toru is also just nice to everyone. Even Akito? Is that her name? I forgot her name. I think it was Akito, the head of the family. Toru was even nice to her, even though Akito tried to like stab her. Like, all this stuff happened. Toru's like, no, it's okay. I'll forgive you. Like, you just serve a second chance. Like, you went through just as much emotional abuse as everybody else did. Though you inflicted most of it to everybody else, you went through a lot of abuse. Another thing I want to add for a sense of a bookworm is that a lot of the characters went through so much... I don't want to say child abuse and that it was physical. It was more so harassment. So the Archduke's mother, she was just harassing and abusing everybody that was not her son or her grandson. She hated, like absolutely hated. Oh my gosh, like so many of the characters in the book have trauma from this woman. I'm hoping something's gonna happen to her where she just won't be there anymore. Right now she's locked up in the ivory tower, so she's still alive, unfortunately. But so many characters went through so much abuse from this woman. Luckily, mine never met her, so she doesn't understand. She's not afraid of this woman as everybody else is. But oh man. There's everybody went through it. It was really unfortunate. I was like, oh my gosh. I felt bad. I felt really bad. But yeah, the heroine runs a show was very good. What else did I watch? I haven't caught up with anything. Onee-chan, as I said, was just a cute little comedy thing. They have pantsu that just helps them change into different costumes. What's another one? I think that was it. I don't think there's... We're not going to discuss Requiem of the Rose King, not because it was bad, but because the manga was just so good. I feel like the anime let me down. I was like 2 episodes in, and I felt the first 2 episodes were just so horribly disappointing that I had no expectations for the rest of it, and I stopped. I'm gonna try and catch up to it, but as of right now, I have no high hopes. Again, I don't know why they had 25 episodes, and I feel like they were rushing it significantly. There's only, I think, about 16 volumes currently out, so I don't know why they had to rush the beginning and made it look like a PowerPoint. I think the part where Richard was holding his father's head was just... I wanted more detail, and I just didn't get that detail. I got a silhouette. That's all I got. I got a black silhouette. What is that? Oh my gosh. No. I'll give it a chance. Maybe they put their budget near the end of the show. I don't know. I think they could have made it better. Over the Garden Wall seemed creepier than this one. Like, come on. Oh dear. Okay. Tiger and Bunny 2. Still haven't finished. But they seem like an old married couple now. Barnaby and Tyga. It's just... I would think I would get more merch of them, but honestly, I'm very content with my Tiger and Bunny alpaca. That's all the merch I need of this to show my love and devotion to it. I'm going to be catching up soon, but that one I think has like 22, 25 episodes, so it's going to take me a bit. Okay, my next talking point. I know people don't usually say their talking points aloud, but I will get horribly off track if I don't mention them. July 14th. Darn it. Sorry, that was the release date for The Devil's Part-Timer Season 2. Okay, so as I said, for Overlord, we're in the new anime season now, summer 2022. I've seen Overlord. I was sorely disappointed. I thought Ainz would be cooler, like he was last season, but episode 1 he's like, oh, I'm king now, but I don't know what to do. And I'm like, what? I thought you were smarter than this, Ainz. Like, what? And he's just kind of a pushover, but like unknowingly. Like, everyone thinks he knows what he's doing, but he has no idea what he's doing. So he's just kind of accepting what everybody else is saying. And then also, I thought like him being an undead was making him less sympathetic to humans. As I said, he's going more for like an equality kind of route, which I don't mind. Good for him. I just don't think his intellectual capacity is going to help him get there at the moment. It might improve later on, but as of right now, I'm very disappointed, and it's not one of my favorite isekai anymore. And freaking Albedo. I was trying to do that AI drawing, and I tried to do Albedo in a maid outfit, but I meant like Albedo from Genshin. But they just kept giving me Albedo from Overlord, so... Oh, let's see, what else did I watch? I haven't started anything. The only other one I think I saw... Shadow House Season 2! It is still good. I still love it. It's still amazing. Yeah. Again, Shadow House is really good. It's not what you expect. There's a plot twist. Oh, wait. Crap. Okay, yeah, I don't think the plot twist is revealed in No, I take that back. It's gonna be revealed at the end of Season 2. I just saw the cover. The cover is such a big spoiler. Oh my goodness. Oh man, okay. Y'all, just watch Shadow House Season 1 and 2. Don't look at the covers of Season 2. I just saw it. It's... I mean, yeah, if you haven't... I feel like the cover of Season 2 is such a big spoiler. I'm like looking at it right now. It's like, this is such a... You're spoiling! Don't point out certain characters. I think it would just been better if they had the whole cast. You know? like on the cover instead of like those 3 specific characters. No, I guess it's kind of revealed at the end. Yeah, I guess the plot twist happens at the end of season 2, because that's kind of what this arc is about, was the revelation to the main cast from a side character. So the side character reveals something to the main cast. I think that's at the end of season 2. I think so, I'm pretty sure. Like the entirety of it, I can't. I'm reading the manga right now, y'all, so my spacing's not as good as it should be. But I do know of this arc. I'm aware of which arc this is. But yeah, so far so good. Top-notch music, top-notch animation, everybody's great. I love Shadow House. It's a really, really good anime and a really good manga, so I recommend it. Another one I saw today was a Parallel World Pharmacy. I'm really confused because the white-haired chick on the front of the cover, at the end of episode 1, she's actually like deathly scared of the main character. I mean like really scared. Like she starts screaming and running away scared. So I don't know how it was convinced that she'd be his nurse at the pharmacy. I don't know. That one's pretty good. So I guess something happened to his sister and he's trying to find a cure because that's how she died. It was a tumor. Yeah, it was a tumor. And so he was pursuing it, died of overwork, and he gets isekai'd to this fantasy world. And coincidentally enough, he gets isekai'd into the Pharma de Medici family. In the pharmacy. So he gets isekai'd into a pharmacy family. So he was a pharmacist and a doctor. And like every other science thing you can think of. And he's looking, he's like, oh, this is like old medicine from like medieval times. So I'm sure he'll be making leaps and bounds. I'm really confused how he got the white-haired character to be his friend though, because she got really scared. Because apparently he inherited the powers of the medicine god. Because he's a saint now, sorta. But it's pretty good. I find it fun when characters get isekai'd into like young adults or kids, and it's like, well, gotta figure out how to not appear like a creep while trying to keep my mentality my usual age. So I guess he died as a doctor, so I'm assuming he's probably like in his 30s. Oh yeah, death at 31, yeah. And then Urano too, I think she was in her 30s. Was she 35 from A Sense of a Bookworm? I can't remember. I think she's also in her 30s or at least late 20s. Who else died? I like Rimuru too. I think he was in his mid 20s, late 20s. And so, really fun. Fun. What else? Did I watch anything? Oh, I have Tokyo Mew Mew tag open. I mean the tab. Okay, I'm glad that got changed. That's good. Okay, I think that might have been an accident. Okay, during my stream when I was going over the new season, League of Nations Air Force Aviation Magic Band, these are witches who defend Aaron smiles and fight enemies through the healing power of music. So it actually said ecchi on the tags, but now that I'm looking at it now, it says sci-fi. So the ecchi tag is no longer there. It might have actually just been a mistake on their part. Oh, okay, so there's another character. Okay. Yeah, it might be a mistake on their part. Because it didn't look like an ecchi show. I was like, this looks like an idol anime. Like, pure idol anime, not ecchi, you know. Maybe fan service, but like not anything hardcore. August 1st? Sorry, the Futo private investigator one. I really wanted to watch that one because it gave me Tiger and Bunny vibes, but it doesn't come out till August 1st. Darn. Okay. Okay, another one that I saw before the stream was Prima Doll. Oh my goodness. I love the art style. I love the expressions. Oh my gosh, I remember that slightly less scared to watch it now with the tag on. Yeah. It was yeah, the tag is gone now. There's no longer that tag. It just has the sci-fi tag. Again, it just looked like an idol anime, which is why I was really confused. It said ecchi, and I was like, this doesn't look like an ecchi. Yeah, the ecchi tag is gone. It's no longer there. The other themes is just idols, military, and music. Yeah, the only genre it has is sci-fi. So teen, 13 or older. Yeah, okay, so yeah, there's no ecchi tag anymore, so I do recommend it. I'm gonna try and watch it. I think I have the tab open. Okay. Yeah, Prima Doll I watch. I really love the art style. I love the character designs. Chio is my favorite. Would you also like to know why she's my favorite? Because she's voice acted by Klee's Japanese voice actress. Was it Misaki Kuno? I think that's their name. I was listening to it and I had to pause it and I looked. I said, Klee? Klee, is that you? And so at the end of the show, it had the closing credits and I saw who the actress was and I looked it up. It was! She voice acts Klee. Chio is voice acted by Klee's voice actress from Genshin. It was so nice. I am gonna be pulling for Klee tomorrow after the update. Well, sorta. Okay. I was gonna pull for Tainari, and then I was gonna pull for Scaramouche. Or he's been they renamed it as a Wanderer. So one of the leaks said he got renamed as a Wanderer. I'll go into more detail about that when I get into the Fatui. So I will be pulling for Tainari and Hazel. And the Eagle Captain, I won't be pulling for him. I'll do his rerun later. Okay, so the main character I wanted to pull for the update was Hazel, because I heard, and after looking at his animation too, it does look like he's very heavily the anime, just like the animation where the words are kind of like floating around him, is very much, I would not be surprised if he was inspired by Rampo from Bungo Stray Dogs. I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. I love Rampo. Rampo is my favorite character from Bungo Stray Dogs. And so I really want Hazel. But I don't know. I had really weird luck last time I was pulling for Toma. I did not want Hu Tao. I didn't. But she somehow came home in like 20 pulls. Like 20, 25 pulls. I just wanted to get Toma. I didn't even want... I got Kaching. How do you pronounce it? I need to learn how to say that woman's name. Hold up. How to pronounce Genshin. Okay. Guys, we're gonna learn how to pronounce her name properly. Okay. Oh, press play. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, I know. Kuching. Okay, yeah. Okay, so when I was pulling for Hu Tao, I got Kuching, I think at like the 12th pull, and then I kept going because I thought, oh, okay, well, I guess I got like hard pity now, so but I still want Toma. Like, I had been farming for this man. I already got all of his stuff. Got his talent stuff. I got his ascension stuff. I got his weapon. Like, I was ready for this guy. So I kept pulling. And I got Hu Tao. And then after I got her, I finally got Toma. I got him after I got 2 5-stars. So I don't know what luck I'm gonna have tomorrow. Maybe I'll get Hazo right away. Maybe I won't. Like, I'll keep pulling until I get Hazo, and then I'll just not pull anymore, and I'll wait for Tainari. Because I know Scaramouche, they said he might come out in 3.2. So we'll see how that goes. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah. Very exciting. Anyways, back to Chio. Chio is a character in the Prima Doll. She's not one of the automata, but she's just this cute little girl. She's a human girl. But I was watching Prima Doll. Oh my god, I really love the art style, and I love the main character. I think a lot of like the magical girls like are fighting ones. You know, it's gonna be cute and wholesome with some sadness when the main character has pink hair. I think that's just a mandatory thing. You can't tell me otherwise. Go ahead, try and tell me otherwise. Come on. Go ahead, tell me. Tell me that's not true. Lily Bouquet, Madoka Magica, the other Madoka Magica, Magia Record. Come on. You know I'm right. You know it. Anyways, so it's no longer war, and these automata dolls are basically working at a cafe. Again, I'm not too sure if the owner is a guy or a woman, because it sounds like a woman a little bit, but I'm pretty sure it's a guy. But he has like that very husky kind of voice where it sounds very feminine. And he repairs these dolls, and he helping them adapt to like life in a cafe. I'm looking at the picture, and there's actually a fifth character. So the main character in the middle, and the one with blue hair, the one with black hair, and the blonde, they're already introduced in the first episode. But on the top right, there's another character who has not been introduced, so I'm assuming she'll come later on. It was really cute. It gave me like Violet Evergarden vibes, kind of, and Lily Bouquet vibes. Everyone's just so soft and adorable and just really, really cute. And then especially hearing Chio with Klee's voice was just like, if anyone wants to do any comic edits using the voice lines from Prima Doll for Klee comics, I highly recommend it. I really do. Like, oh my gosh, it just reminded me how cute Klee was. And then Chio was just also equally as cute. But yeah, it was really cute. I don't know the vibe I'm gonna, because I thought it was gonna be like battle. There haven't been any battles. So what the dolls actually do is they command the robots. They don't actually fight themselves. From the looks of it, I haven't seen any of the dolls fight. It just looks like they can deliver signals and commands to the robots. That's what it looks like to me. So I don't know if they do anything more than that. Oh man, it was good. I liked it. I'm a sucker for these kinds of cutesy art styles. That's why I like Lily Bouquet too. It was just, I don't really have a soft spot for like magical girl ones or just like girls fighting. What was it? But it's more so the art style. The art style is just very fun and cutesy. I just remembered another example. Magical Girl Raising Project. That one also didn't go well. Yeah. We're not gonna go over that one. That was just very, very sad. It was wholesome at first, and then it just got really gruesome. Yeah. Oh yeah, that one was good. Oh, okay, Phantom of the Idol. I said I was looking forward to this one, and I was. Don't get me wrong, I really was. And I watched it. To me, and I don't know if it's like this in its source material. What is it? Was it a manga? Was it a light novel? What's the source material? Let me see. Oh, no. Click that. Click on the other thing. Yeah, it's a manga. Yeah, the manga looks significantly better. Don't get me wrong. It's good. It's funny. Like I said, the concept of this one is that there's this guy. He didn't want to be an idol. He just wanted to like make easy money. So that's what he does. He makes easy money as an idol. So he puts no effort into it whatsoever. And let me see. The manga the same. Oh yeah, no, it looks significantly better. Okay, manga panels. Let me see. So I watched episode 1, and it was good, but yeah, it does. That's not even that show. That's Black Butler. Why is Black Butler Full Metal Alchemist popping up for these? Whatever. Okay. Oh yeah, it looks better. Okay, so I watched it, and I thought the anime art style was very bland. Like, it just seemed it seemed simplified significantly. Like, it just looked like they did flat colors instead of actually like putting texture or anything on it, so it made it look very bland and flat in my opinion. And it's really hard for me to enjoy it when the art style doesn't look... And I'm looking at the manga, and the manga looks significantly better, and it's just... Maybe they just had a smaller budget? I don't know. it's really hard for me to enjoy it when it just looks so bland, like really bland. But it is funny, I'll give it that. It is funny. He's actually putting effort into being an idol now. Oh man, I guess I can tell you in episode 2 she's actually about to move on, like, oh yeah, I'm happy that you want to pursue being an idol, and I think I can move on now. He's like, no, I need you, let's be idols together and take the world by storm. She's like, oh my gosh, you need me, okay. And then she just doesn't go to the afterlife. He's like, okay, good, because I didn't want to like work, I just want to make easy money. And then Aaron's like, yeah, he's an idol dirtbag. Oh jeez. So it's very funny, it is, but you just, oh my gosh, like just the art style is just not doing it for me. I'm sorry. Oh goodness. But you know what is doing it for me? Genshin and the Fatui. Okay, so we're done with the anime. I haven't watched anything else since then. My third talking point is the Fatui teaser that dropped yesterday. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It was I don't know if I guess the best reenactment I can do is like when Pantalone showed up, I paused it and I just squealed like this. I was like that was me yesterday, but like for a really long period of time and significantly louder. Lena thought I was being attacked or something. She like ran up, she's like, what's wrong? I was like, Pantalone. She's like, what? She's very confused what was going on. I fell in love with the man. And he's voiced by J. Michael Tatum in the English. Like, honestly, as much as I'm not a fan of like some of the, like, don't get me wrong, all the voice actors are doing really great. It's just I prefer some voices over others. Like, I prefer a lot of the Japanese voice actors, so I always have my game in Japanese. And then when I'm in Liyue, I enjoy it in Chinese. And when I was in Mondstadt, I did it in English just because I didn't know you can change the language. I regret it because the Japanese voice actor that voice acts Venti and the voice actor that voice acts Kaya are like two of my favorite voice actors. Venti's voice actor, especially my utmost favorite. It's like Ayumu Murase and then Yuki Kaji. Like that's it. Like those top two were like, that's it. That, you know. So I'm still waiting for them to hire Yuki Kaji. I need them to hire Yuki Kaji to voice act somebody. Like, this is insane. Oh goodness. Come on, Genshin. Come on, Genshin. Make a character just for Yuki Kaji and hire him, please. Yeah, I didn't recognize the Japanese for Pantalone. He's still cool, don't get me wrong, very great. But the English one I do recognize. He voice acted Kiyoya, that's why. Oh man, I just swooned significantly more for that man. I was like, yes. Also, there's some theories going around that where's my picture? It had like references of everybody's names. Who's the guy with the mask? Where is he? Oh, Piero. I thought there's some theories going around that he's probably Kaya's father or relative, because he has half a mask like dying, but then also he has like the star-shaped pupil of those of Conria. So I don't know, we shall see. But I thought he was really badass. Everyone was so happy. They're like, we got a DILF guy. Oh jeez, they're like, he's alive, because you know D-League's dad's dead. But yeah, everyone was just, all the Genshin community was exploding on Twitter. I was reading and I saw the notification. I was like, oh, it's just a song, I guess, because I was kind of small, so I didn't see it was a new character. I'm trying to read down Genshin now just because I saw the leak for Deya. Cat, can you tell me how her name is pronounced? And I want to be ready. Is that the wolf chick? Let me see. Yes. Yeah, everybody's simping for her, which I understand. I hope she's a 4-star. I'm not okay. As I said before, don't get me wrong. I love the female characters in Genshin, but all of my female characters are 4 stars. Like Kuki Shinobu, Yanfei, Kujo Sarah. Like those are my favorite female characters, and they are 4 stars. So it's just working out in my favor every time they publish new female characters. I don't know why. Dea is one of them, so I hope she's a 4-star. I understand if she is a 5-star, but I do hope she's a 4-star. I hope. But yeah, I have no idea how to say it either, but she's hot. She is hot! She is hot. Speaking of another hot woman, Arlecchino. Oh my goodness, she could step on me, please. I love Arlecchino. She looks like she can murder somebody, particularly me. But yeah, there's some theories that Piero might be like related to Kanya, so I'm very excited. It seems they do have the 2 Gnosises. Another video I saw, it was like the 15 things he didn't notice. It was kind of hinting that he was playing chess against the Sarita, and at the point of view where you see all of them, she was at the other end of the coffin. I'm scared to see what she looks like, because when I saw her shoes, they just look like clown shoes. I'm probably remembering the picture wrong. I hope she looks badass. I really want the Zarita to look badass. Because right now her Fatui look great. Oh my goodness. Her Harbingers look amazing. Like my favorite character in Genshin is Scaramouche. Oh man. But yeah, Piero is like awesome. He looks cool. Everyone's really like happy that a Dilf finally showed up in the cape. Arlecchino looks super badass. Super badass. She was cool. Though it's really funny at the end, she's like, stop, you're gonna make the children cry. And then they look at Child, he's like, what? That's funny. That's fun that Child is there. He looks so disinterested. Like his eyes look really dead. Oh man, Dotore! Like, I think he just got the biggest glow up imaginable. Also, it didn't click. I thought like he like I was really confused about that question about the segments, but after looking over like some videos and some people's comments on Twitter, it seems he can split himself apart. It's like he has different clones, I guess. He just, oh man, that man had a glow up. Like he looks great. I hated him. Like he's a douchebag, but like he's just hot. Okay, it's like I say, like there's so many Pantalone and Dotore simps that emerge after this video that I completely understand. Also, Arlecchino too. Like goodness me. Those 3 like made my heart swoon when I was watching the video. Oh man. Pusinea? Pulcinea? I don't know. The guy with the nose. Reminds of an owl. Oh, his ears are pointed. Is he an elf? He might be an elf like Klee and Alice. Now that because his ears are pointed. Now that I'm looking at his picture, his ears are pointed. Ooh, okay, nice. I don't see this guy being nice. Apparently he like helps take care of Child's family while he's away. Maybe he's a nice grandpa, but like so far all the Harbingers seem really like they can murder you in like seconds. Even Scaramouche wanted to kill the Traveler. Like he was gonna do like a like kill them right then and there, but Mona noticed like something was up with the man. I mean puppet. Sandrone. Okay, for anyone that's a fan of Niji Sanji En, when you saw Sandrone, did she not remind you of Reimu? Like she honestly did remind me of Reimu. Like I paused, I was like, Reimu? Is that you? She reminded me of Reimu. Like you're like even like the little hat like at the top of her head. She looks really badass too. She's sitting on top of like I think this robot. I guess because her whole vibe kind of reminded. I thought she was really cool looking. Genshin knows what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. Which is why I was confused why they killed La Senora. I have so many friends that simp for that woman. Especially Vox Niji Sanji. He simps for that woman too. Oh my goodness. Is anyone keeping up with his streak? Has he got to the part where she dies? No? The moment I saw that he fell in love with her, I was like, oh no. You know that sad moment when your friends are too, yeah, I love this character. You just kind of give them that look of pity and they're like, what? What's wrong? And you're like, nothing. Nothing's wrong. It's okay, honey. You'll be fine. This is like everyone's response when they're like, eh, should I watch Banana Fish? You're like, yeah. Yeah. No. Well, good luck. And then they come to you later like sobbing, tears and snot. Like, why did you warn me? It's like, hard not. You just kind of want to see them cry with you, you know? Anyways, Sandrone looked really cool. I'm assuming we're gonna have to fight that big burly robot of hers, which I'm not looking forward to. I did not do good against those giant robots when I had to do the adventure rank ascension where you had to go fight the robots. I didn't do good on that at all. I did horribly in that. But we'll see. Capitano. This guy looks cool. You don't see his face. I'm like looking forward to see what his face looks like, if I'm being quite honest. Like, I'm pretty sure he's gonna be hot or a dilf. One of those. He's either gonna look like an Ikiman or a dilf. One of the two. One of the two. Columbina, the damselette. I love her singing voice. She's like really cool. She's really pretty. She has like this little like. Now that I'm looking at it, okay, don't hate me. Don't hate me. But wait, what are they even called? Oh, hold on. Hold up. Pokemon Field. I misspelled it. What are they called? Yeah! Okay. Okay, hear me out. Does she not remind you of Team Yell from Pokemon Sword and Shield? Like, come on. Like, really think about it. Think about it. Does she not look like she would be part of Team Yell? That was my first thoughts. When I saw her, I was like, wait. That's really cool. She has like a little, like, lace over her eyes. She has like a cool little feather ornament too. I can't tell if she's singing because it's like she's actually sad, or it's just like, I don't know. I can't tell if any of these harbingers actually care if La Senora, like La Senora, I'm gonna say La Senora just because that's how I would have said it. Like, I don't even know if any of them actually care if she died. I know Child doesn't care. He tells you straight up he didn't get along with her at all. And then Pantalone doesn't want to close the bank because he's like, you do know we gotta make money, right? Like, is that what he was saying? Like, it's outrageous that we would close, like, the city for half a day? Is that what he was saying? I was a little confused on his voice line, but... Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I don't know if any of them actually cared. I know Dottore did not care. Pantalone did not care. Tartaglia did not care. But I don't know about the rest. Piero kind of I think expects for the Harbingers to die. Not all of them, but he didn't have any high hopes, that's for sure. Well, not high hopes. More like, if you die, you die. Like, that's on you, you know? Arlecchino she seemed more, you know, let's honor the dead, and like, can you guys like just stop with your politics? Like, can we just, she's dead, okay, you know, kind of vibe. Pulcinella, he's the one that prompted like, let's mourn her for like half a day, which I thought was really nice. I was like, he seems like a good grandpa, like, good grandpa character, you know. And then Capitano, he's like, yeah, she's great. I mean, her methods weren't the best, but like, you know, she got the job done. She got 2 gnosis. Yeah, that's right. She got 2 gnosis, y'all. Like, it's like, yes, she died, but she got the Animo gnosis and she got the Geonosis. Okay, like, I think that's a big accomplishment. Did they get any gnosis? I think not. So, I mean, Child was trying to get like the Geonosis. It didn't go out well, but you know. But oh my god, Pantalone. Love this man. And it's nice learning about his backstory about being in poverty, and he just didn't get a vision. I'm kind of wondering how many of the Harbingers actually have visions. So Scaramouche has his ability from the Raiden Shogun, because I'm pretty sure, like, as a puppet, he would have... I mean, the Raiden Shogun's puppet, too, has her own abilities. So I'm assuming that, like, Scaramouche also has his own Electro, where he doesn't need a vision. But since he is gonna be... Well, no. Okay, I take that back. I said since he is gonna be a playable character, he should get a vision. But for Venti, Zhongli, and... A... They do have a vision, but they're fake. They're not real. It was proven in the Star Recollection event, because you had to use the visions to find the rocks, and so the vision would glow the closer you got to a rock. But when you played Zhongli and Venti, their visions didn't glow because they were fake visions. They were archons. They didn't need a real vision. So I'm kind of wondering if they're going to do that to Scaramouche, where it's like he has a vision, but it's a fake vision, you know? Child has a real vision, but I don't know if any of the other Harbingers have visions. None of their designs show that they had a vision. I don't think Dotore had a vision either. I think he used a lot of his inventions. From what I'm recalling from the manga, I don't think he had a vision either. And they also said that Pantalone never got a vision as well. So we, Capitano, Colombina, Pulcinella, Sandrone, Piero, and Arlecchino, they might have visions. I don't know. We'll see. Again, all these look like really great character designs. I don't think they're gonna make Pulcinella a playable character. Just because if they did, I think they would have made him an Ikimen. You know, like one of the designs. So I think he's just gonna be an important side character. Or he might just end up dying. I don't know if they're gonna make Sandrone a character. If they do, she can't have the robot. I don't think they're gonna have her with the robot. I just feel like that'd be too bulky. And then everyone else... I hope they make Pantalone playable character. I hope they make him... I hope he gets a vision. I really do. I hope he gets a vision and then he'll join our side. But still be like really bloodthirsty for money, you know? Well, then again, as pointed out in various comments and pointed out in various videos, that his point of wealth is how he uses that wealth to accumulate accomplishments. That's his wealth, in a sense. Not more so how much money he has, but what he can do with the money. And I think it's very admirable. Oops. Oh my gosh. I downloaded like so much fan art of this man. Oh my god, I love him so much. He's so cool. He's like hitting all my favorite character points. Like, oh my goodness. But yeah. I'm very much looking forward to the Sumeru update, especially because it looks like Dotore, one of his clones, is like committing blasphemy and like setting a tree on fire. The tree looked really important, or maybe it's just like the edge of Sumeru, you know? I don't know. Also, I kept seeing comments, so like, how do you have a rainforest and a desert next to each other? I just want to point out Lion King. That's it. That's all I want to point out. Okay, to go kids. Okay, think about it. Do you remember when Simba left? He's like running through the desert, and he comes across like this oasis where like Timon and Pumbaa are. See, it's there. Whether that's like a legit thing or not, I'm not too positive. I hope the desert doesn't kill you, but now that you have like a heat thing that can like overheat you, like when you're fighting La Señora, I'm assuming they're gonna have that function for the desert. I'm not looking forward to it. I did really bad in Dragon Spine. All the fire. I didn't have Bennett when I was going through Dragon Spine, so my aim for fire was just very bad. Who did I have? I can't remember who I had. I know I did not have Bennett, and I did not use D-Luke. I used somebody. I think I might have just been activating all the little platform thingies, that like the little glowy things. I think that's what I was doing. I don't remember using anybody else. Oh man. Oh, what was it? Oh. I don't know, I'm very happy. I guess we'll segue to Scaramouche. I heard and saw, not physically saw, but I read that they had changed his name to Wander and they are changing his attire. Me, among other people, would very much like for him to keep his jerk personality. I love the horrible man the way he is. I don't want him to change. I don't want him being nice or reset or, you know, I'll even handle the tsundere as long as he's more so mean than anything else. Like, I like that Scaramouche better. That's the Scaramouche that everybody loves and fell in love with. You know, it's the Scaramouche everybody likes, not some Skara Hime, you know. But if it does end up coming down to, I'm still gonna pull for him. I'm still gonna love him. Probably less than Pantalone if they change his personality significantly. I hope they're just changing his attire and not his personality itself, you know. They're taking away his veil too, his veil and hat supposedly. I'm not excited for that. Oh man. As for any of the Sumaru characters I'll be pulling for, definitely Ainari. The other characters are okay. If Dea is a 4-star, I'll definitely be pulling for her. Hopefully she'll be on a new 5-star character or on a rerun that I don't have. I kind of felt bad because I thought Heizo was just gonna be on Kazuha's, and I didn't want another Kazuha because I already got Kazuha. I didn't want another one. I didn't want to waste like my wishes on it. Luckily, Kazuha and Klee are coming out together, so I can pull for Klee. Which worked out. I was very happy. I almost cried when I saw. I was like, oh my gosh, yes. Made my decision significantly better and made me decide significantly faster. So I will be pulling for Heizo. We'll see how Scaramouche goes. I don't know what they have in store for him. I hope nothing. Again, I don't want them to change his personality. Like the way he is. You know, he's a jerk. Keep him a jerk, you know? What was it? I think out of all the Genshin characters, I have more merch of him. No, I take that back. I have like the same amount of merch I have for Scaramouche as I do Albedo. Yeah. I have like 2 keychains and 2 posters. So I have like 2 keychains for Scaramouche and 2 keychains for Albedo, and then like 1 poster of Scaramouche and 1 poster of Albedo. So. Oh, I also have those deck of cards. Does anyone know the poker, the Sovereign Poker design, or the people in charge of the? It's on Twitter. Oh, they're doing such a great job. I'm so glad they'd release another Scaramouche, which I did get. I did get another deck of cards. The Inazuma one. I got those, and I got them. Another Scaramouche keychain. I guess I'll have more merch for Scaramouche now than I do Albedo. Yeah. But yeah, I have them. They're my favorites. But I was screaming. I was freaking out. I was just like trying to catch my breath when I saw the video. Like, oh my goodness. Like it was good. It was really good. I was very happy. Speaking of my favorite characters, what I was gonna get into very recently, and I'm gonna hit up an art and craft store. As part of my plans tomorrow, I'm going to an art and craft store, and I'm gonna watch a movie. I won't go into detail which movie. I'll get into that. That's which talking point is that? It's talking point 6. Talking point 6. Well, I already talked about Ascent of a Bookworm. I guess I don't need to go into too much detail. Well, I do want to bring up something for that one. I'm gonna try and get into embroidery. Yay! So I do sew felt stuff. I do sew like felt plushies. I do perler beads. I do painting. Not super good at it, but I do paint. I do draw. I sketch. Actually, I make a bunch of OCs for like various things and various fandoms that I like. I will go into too much detail, nor will I be sharing any of my OCs on this channel, but just know that I do draw them, and I do draw character reference sheets due to PayPal being very unreliable and people being jerks and taking your money back. I will not be doing commissions. I would probably be doing really good if I did open them, but I won't. I won't be doing any commissions. Just because it's so unreliable. I don't trust it at all. What was it? What was I gonna say? Alright. So I was gonna try and get into embroidery. What got me into it is there's this artist I follow, not on this account, on another account. So again, when you see me retweet stuff, that's because I thought I was on my other account and not my main account, not this account. What was it? So there's this artist I really love, and they draw my favorite character from Onee-chan. And so they're currently making a plushie of that character, and they hand embroidered the eyes. And I thought you needed an embroidery machine to do that kind of detail. I didn't know you can do it by hand, which was amazing. So I was looking up all these tutorials of how to do like the eyes and stuff. And I thought, you know, I want to make plushies of my favorite characters, because plushies are really expensive. I mean, like 40 bucks. So that was not going to work out. So I thought, you know, I'm going to make plushies of my favorite ones. And I'm very good with arts and craft, which is why I enjoy doing like the dinosaur arts and craft streams. Don't worry, is another one I will be doing the Lego soon. There's something I want to try, and we'll see how it goes. I need to get materials for that too. But yeah, I'll definitely be doing more arts and crafts streams, just because I like arts and crafts of all ages. So even if they're like for kids, I'm still gonna do them because they're fun. Why not? So I want to get into embroidery. I just haven't done it before, so I was gonna get like a small one just to like test it out, and also use like the little loop thing so I can like work on faces and stuff. Also, fabric is very expensive, so I'm gonna try and test out my embroidery first before I try and like dive into making my own plushies of my favorite characters. What was it? Who knows? I might even make a plushie myself. Yeah. What was it? But yeah, so I'm gonna try and get into that. I'm gonna get some materials tomorrow at like an arts and crafts store I frequent. So see how that goes. I guess, do I want to segue into no, okay, so we're just gonna I'll just segue to what I plan. Is that thunderbolts and lightning? Very, very frightening. I think I heard thunder. Oof. Where was I? Oh, right. So I'm actually gonna be watching Black Phone, the horror movie. Okay, so I said I'm not good at Supernatural, which I'm not. I'm really not. But this is more so a revenge movie than a Supernatural. Hear me out. Yes, they're a ghost, and the kids are dead, but they're trying to get revenge on the guy, so they're helping out this kid get out when they couldn't. And it's so I like that aspect where it's like, oh man, he killed him, but then they want to kick his ass. You know? So I thought that'd be fun. Of course, I'm still gonna be screaming and looking away when I can. I'm going with someone, a friend of mine, so they should be able to like keep me calm while we're watching the movie. Oh man, I can't do horror by myself. I get very, very scared. As you saw with Amnesia, I was still shaking after the stream, and just I was panicking, to say the least. If anyone wants to see like a funny clip to like summarize how badly I freak out, feel free to check out my Twitter. I don't know, should I link it in chat? Guess I can. Yeah, I guess. Okay, should I? I guess I could. Let me see. Let me get the link. Do. Where is it? Scrolling. I'm scrolling. Still scrolling. Here it is. Okay. Copy. Paste. Okay. There we go. And anyone? Tongue roll noise intensifies. Yeah. I usually when I'm freaking out, I've never rolled my tongue like that before. Like I hadn't done that before, so that was a first for me when I started doing that. But I was just kind of like moving and jumping around, like oh my gosh, like I couldn't see the monster. Okay, I freaked out significantly more when I couldn't see it. And I don't know if that was that clip like the first time I went through the doors, because I know I was walking and I didn't know something was gonna come up behind me. Yeah, I think that was like the first run through of that like particular room, so I was just like running because I didn't know. Around like the third time, I think I was like, oh Okay, I closed the doors behind me. I got it now, so I was like closing the doors. But then it kept chasing me and like slamming the doors. It wasn't fun. I was freaking out really badly. And then Duke informed me that that was easy. Like part 1 was the easiest one, and it gets significantly harder. I'm sorry for all who may see Amnesia gameplay in the future that I'm probably gonna lack brain cells as well as instincts of survival, because I kept dying a lot in the water one particularly. The others were okay. You just kind of like hid from the monsters and like they didn't come at you. But that one the monster was coming at you like full force. I wasted all of my flesh at that point. I had no more flesh to throw. It was gone. It was all gone. So but yeah, if you want to get like a good idea of how badly I freak out, feel free to click the link in chat. I don't think I'll be freaking out as much when I watch the horror. It's just more like little like little screams like oh like oh my goodness, and just a lot of shaking and panicking and near tears. Yeah, pretty much. So that's what I'm expecting tomorrow. I'll let y'all know how the movie goes and how I viewed it. What was it? I'll probably bring it up on like the next Amnesia stream. Just gotta keep the horror like on the same page, you know? We'll see how it goes. But yeah, there's that. So what's my next talking point? Oh yeah! So, okay, so for Sense of a Bookworm, I mentioned that a lot of the characters have like past trauma from like the Archduke's like mother. She's a horrible, horrible woman. Jesus. But another thing was that because I kind of read tidbits of what happens at the end, just because I had to know. Well, there's a ton of foreshadowing. Like a ton of foreshadowing. Oh my gosh. Like with the name swearing and Elegantine wanting peace for the kingdom, and the main character being able to see the magic circle. Like that's a ton of foreshadowing. Oh my goodness, there's so much foreshadowing. Or like when Mind says, oh okay, like you can have your own research lab and I'll have my own library. That's kind of what happens. And then also I thought it was funny where she, okay, so at the end, spoiler, but she ends up becoming an Archduke of her, like for her own like area. Like she becomes like an ob for like her own area, and she names the country Alexandria, which didn't click until like a couple hours later where I was like, wait a minute, isn't that based off of the Library of Alexandria? Which then reminded me of that one tweet where it's like, hey, Wikipedia's closing, and then someone's like, oh my god, it's like the same as them burning the Library of Alexandria, which is true. It's very true. As unreliable some of the information on Wikipedia may be, is very reliable and very quick to look at, and you know, just like a quick read through, give you a better idea of what to do, what to expect, you know, stuff like that. And there's just so much foreshadowing. I was like, what the heck? What the heck? Also funny that the magic book they're looking for just happens to be in the library and a statue. Like, who put it there? I don't know. Why they put it there? I don't know. You know? But, yeah. It's oh man, just there's so much foreshadowing. It's good. It's really good. It brings a smile to my face when I read all that. I'm like, oh, you have no idea. Oh, jeez. Just all sorts of fun stuff, you know? Fun stuff for a Sense of a Bookworm. I love reading it to death. Let's see. Okay, so I got to my final last two talking points. I can kind of combine them together. What was it? Okay, so I'm gonna start cutting clips. As you all saw, my computer hates Premiere Pro sometimes, and the rendering takes freaking forever, so I just kind of mildly gave up. But I found 2 tutorials that help it really easy, no problem. I can add subtitles really easy. I can we'll see. I can what was it, like do like TikToks and shorts and stuff. I was motivated to edit after this, but I feel like after looking at all the anime that I'm missing, it's like If there's any other clips you all recommend, feel free to leave a video and timestamp on my Twitter. So you know how I usually do a quote retweet of thanking everybody for coming, and feel free to comment on that, any timestamps of any clips you think I should be cutting and be making to a subtitle. I'm gonna try and put together a highlight video, so I'll be adding subtitles for like the various gameplay stuff, and we'll see soon. And making like TikToks and YouTube shorts, which I would have to like adjust the sequence size and try and do a. You can't really see my expression, you can hear me, but I guess I can kind of try and show my face. I don't know, it's because it's like widescreen, so I'm like, how do you, like, the reason I don't do TikToks is because I have a PNG, so all you see is my mouth moving and my eyes, but that's pretty much it. There's really no other movement. It's just my voice at this point. So we'll see how that goes, but if there's like any clips or anything you all recommend, feel free to include a timestamp and the video, I mean the stream it's on, just so I can easily quickly edit that and just grab it. So far I've just been finding like little tidbits that I can remember, so I've just been screen recording them on my phone and then uploading them. That would help if I had subtitles. I am considering hiring a friend to like edit some stuff for me, or maybe just send him like a clip and then he just add the subtitles or whatever else he wants to add for it, he can. But I can't edit, I can't video, it's just I don't have time. Oh man. I usually just try and get errands done like Monday, Tuesday morning, and then stream, and then I have work between like Sunday to Saturday, and then Sunday a mild free time. I meet with a friend every other day, every other week. So I really don't have a whole lot. I try when I can, but we'll see. I would like to edit more clips, so do let me know. I'll try and do it right now. I think the amnesia one is very short, so I'm gonna see if I can edit that one right now. Maybe. I don't know. I kind of really want to go watch anime right now. Oh man. Like I said, I kind of wanted to take it easy this week, so that's why I did a ZATSUDAN today, and tomorrow I won't be streaming. I have plans tomorrow, and of course I'll be doing the Pokemon streams on Thursday. I caught an Abra and what's the second evolution? The Alakazam? I can't remember. I caught an Abra in the second evolution during an outbreak, so I got those two. No luck with Pichu though. I feel like I caught something else, but I can't remember what it was. Nah, I can't remember. But what was it? Yeah, so do feel free to comment on the end of this video any clips that you recommend, any moments that you recommend, or comment on the Twitter posts I'll be making shortly after the stream. And what was it? That's pretty much all I got for talking points. The only other thing I have is like the events going on in Omnioji with the Sanrio. Use of a break. Have a little anime as a treat. Thank you, Kat. I will be treating myself to anime and some pie. Lena made some really pie. I really want pie. I ate a Kit Kat ice cream earlier. It was really good. I hadn't eaten it prior because of my tooth and my face, and it was hurting. Actually, it's been hurting again. I think I stretched my mouth, so it kind of jacked it up. But this time actually. So the socket closed. For anybody that doesn't know, I had my wisdom tooth removed. It was kind of messed up procedure, took an hour and a half. I was conscious the entire time. Luckily, I took out the whole thing in one piece. Thank goodness. I'm still very painful though. He's like, oh, we might break a nerve. I was like, oh, okay. I had to sign a waiver and everything was great. So they pulled it out. So the socket did close, but like the surrounding gum hasn't closed. So they gave me like a little spritz syringe thing for the water, whatever, to like clean out. It's still not closed. So I was avoiding chewing on my right side. I might have messed up my jaw alignment to where I pulled a muscle and it was hurting really badly. So I've been chewing on both sides. So far so good. So I think I'll be okay. I'm hoping it'll close up soon. I don't know. I want it to close up so bad. I hate having to do the syringe thing like every time I eat. Well, and I get so paranoid that something's gonna be in there and I can't get it out. So far so good, but been paranoid like that. What was it? What was I saying? Right, so I was able to eat my Kit Kat ice cream. I was finally able to eat it. I was very happy. I was like, yay! I even hid it in the fridge. Selena couldn't finish it. Or my family can get to it on the weekend, so I hid it. I hid it in the freezer and I was able to eat it today. Mwahahaha. Mwahahaha. It was that was my evil laugh. No, I'll try evil laugh. I'll try. How was that? Was it good? Was that a good evil laugh? No? Maybe? Who knows? Anyways. Look at those tapping my desk. What was it? So the Sanrio one's going really fast. I got cinnamon roll! Cinnabun. My little cinnamon bunny roll. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy I got her. The events are really fun. It's like a little digging one where you like shoot out stuff. It like a hook thing where you like shoot out like a talisman and it grabs a rock. I guess similar to like trying to catch fish. And the other one is the mask one. Okay, so for that one, it said, "Oh, get 20,480 for the mask." And I was like, oh, I need that many points? Like, that's a lot of points. I was trying and I couldn't get it. And then I clicked the guide because it said legend, like, you know, it shows you the symbols. No, it meant get the mask. That equals the 12,480. It's like the final mask because you kind of like have to combine the masks while also avoiding like the dark holes to like corrupt one of the masks and then you can't use them. So yeah, I wasted some tickets on that. I did get it though. And then no, I didn't get it. I only understood what I needed to do and then I couldn't do it. What was it? And then there was the demon parade where you just throw candy. I was like, yeah, I get like an SSR and an SP like 3 times. And I think I got 1. I got Susabi. I got him once. I still need like 2 more. But that one's like 3 tickets. Whereas the other ones are like 2 and 1. There's another one called the Dharma Stacker, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty good at it. Only because there was this game I used to play called Fantage. When I first woke up, I got really into this game called Fantage. And they had a similar game with like a Yeti and like the snow area where it's like you stacked ice cubes. Or was it crates? I think it was crates or ice cubes. I can't remember. But I was really good at that game. So the Dharma Builder was also really fun to play. I was really good at it. What was it? I think that was the end of that event. And then there's like new skins coming out for Taishakten, so I'm really looking forward to that. Oh, and I am sad to report I did not get SP Orochi. I'm very sad about that. I'll get them eventually. The only good, not good thing, well, I didn't feel as bad about it because everyone else that I was friends with and the Omni-OG also didn't get him. They got like all the other SP and SSRs except him. So nobody got him. So that's the only good thing about it. Not good. Like, I'm sad none of us got him. I wish any of us had gotten him, but we didn't. So, oh well. I'll keep pulling and pulling. We'll see how it goes. At 999, I get a free SP. I just don't know if I'm going to get him. So I need to collect the other SP soon. Hopefully. I did... Who did I summon? Yamakaze? I did summon him. I got him. But what was it? Yeah, I didn't get him. I was really sad. I tried so hard. I really tried. But alas. Another game that has an event. All of my games have events right now. Like, I was trying to finish the Genshin event with like the little toy. I got the all bird one. I got the all like little spider looking thing, and then the other 2 tickets I spent on the mirror owl of like dancing, and then the thunder owl of airtime. So I got those 2, which is really fun. I was like rushing for the battle pass too. Well, I guess because battle pass did end yesterday, but I was rushing because I thought the update was today. It's tomorrow. I'm gonna be busy, so I can't update it. I'll be gone from the house by the time the update's over, unfortunately. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. I can't remember. Don't quote me on that. I look forward to the update though. The only sad thing is my internet is like from the 90s, so my update takes like 2 to 3 hours. I usually just spend that time watching anime. No, I can't because it like... I don't know why, but anytime there's an update or my PS4, or whenever my family comes over during the weekend. My brother like has his own gaming consoles at my house and then back like at their manor. So whenever he's doing an update or I'm doing an update, it jacks at the internet. It like literally knocks everybody out and we can't do anything. So I'll probably be watching a movie. I'll probably watch the Pokemon movies tomorrow as I wait. What was it? Because I would have tried to squeeze in a stream, but like the movie literally, it starts like right as I'm streaming, so it's like I can't squeeze it in. And I would do the morning, but last time I streamed in the morning, nobody came, so nobody showed up, and I kind of felt bad because it's like, oh, I wanted to share my Mermaid Swamp experience with everybody because it is a good game. Mermaid Swamp is a really good game, and I hope that more people will know about it. I'm kind of hoping one of the Niji Sanji members are going to play Mermaid Swamp because again, it is a good game. It's good and I really liked it. It's a horror RPG game. I played it for Mermaid. I got the bad end where they both killed themselves. I was like, oops, my bad. And then I accidentally killed the other friend. I thought she needed fire in the room. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to put like fire, okay? That wasn't my fault. Right here is bad too. I have to update things in the dead of night when the town is asleep. Oh, that's a good idea. See, the thing with me is I really want to update as soon as possible so I can start pooling. Usually when there's an update where there's a character I'm not gonna pull for, I don't update it right away. I just like, I'll get to it when I get to it. But in this case I want Hazel. So I'm gonna be like updating as soon as I can. But yeah, Kat or anyone else that plays Genshin, I hope you enjoy the new update. I'm definitely looking forward to it, especially Fischl's new outfit and Diluc's new outfit. Ooh. I was really sad because I thought Fischl's outfit I would have to buy it, but it seems like they're giving away all the outfits for the 4 stars. So when there's a new 4-star outfit, there's going to be an event, and I think they give you the outfit as one of the gifts, which is really awesome. As for the 5 stars, they are not giving those away. Jean, Kaching, and Deluxe are you have to pay for those. So they're not giving those away. Anyways, what was it? So I'm really happy that Fischl's was free for the event because I love her outfit. It's so pretty. She's a princess of darkness. Oh my goodness, she's so pretty. I love that outfit. It's gorgeous. So I was really happy about that. So I hope everybody likes the event. They're bringing back the Apple Archipelago. I did see Klee. Like when it showed the pictures of the event, it had Kazuha and Xian, Fischl, and Mona, but I didn't see Klee. So I'm kind of wondering if she goes with them, but I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work. I'm very confused. You have like 2 people from Mond, one from Inazuma, and one from Liyue, and they have the Traveler. I'm assuming Klee is gonna show up, right? Right? I'm kind of hoping they'll do an Archipelago soon with Venti, because he even tells me on his birthday, he's like, man, I wish I can go to the island. It's like, oh, I want to take you with me. But I don't think he's gonna be in this one. I'm glad they're bringing Klee back though. It's been so long. Klee! I'm kind of hoping they'll bring back Yoimiya too. It's been a while. So they brought back everybody else except Yoimiya. So yeah, Yoimiya, Klee, who else? I think that's it. I think everybody else they brought back like a good amount of times. Child Airways thinking like, you know, they're gonna bring him back at least a couple more times. He's had the most banners thus far. What was it? But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm looking forward to the update. I'll probably be talking about it on Thursday. Talking about the Genshin update, or like freaking out about it on a maybe I'll open a space on Twitter. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's why I don't stream in mornings, just because it doesn't look like everybody's available in the morning. And yeah, I want to be able to play games with everybody, so I would like to stream at a time where some people can at least trickle in or just come by and just perhaps see me freak out or see me die, or perhaps I accomplished something. I beat up Volo. I beat up that weird brain thing on Kirby. Don't know what that is. I beat the water monster. you know, like I did good. I did a decent job with the amount of brain cells I had, which is not many. What was it? So I am looking forward to that. We'll see how it goes. But now I think now I'm gonna, I don't know, I think I'm just gonna sit here for a bit and see if I want to actually edit on my Premiere Pro, or if I want to go watch anime. I don't know. I've been trying to catch up, and I could have, but I've been binge reading A Scent of a Bookworm so avidly that I just kind of disregarded everything else around me, and I was just reading. Which I have a bad habit of doing. You can't blame me though. I'm a bookworm at heart. You all know this. You all know this very well. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna end it here for today. And yeah, I hope you all, thank you everybody for coming by. I really appreciate it. I had fun talking with everybody, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the morning, afternoon, or evening, whichever part of the world you're in. So thank you so much for coming by, and I hope to see y'all at the Pokemon stream. If not, I will see y'all next week. Next week, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing Monday. I really don't. Tuesday, I will definitely be continuing Amnesia. And I'm not looking forward to it. I might cry. I think I'm gonna cry. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to Amnesia. I don't know what I'm gonna do Monday. You know what? On Monday, I think I'm either gonna play Mad Father or Witch's House. I'm kind of leaning towards Mad Father. I do want to play Wadanohara and Palm Gets Wi-Fi. But Wadanohara, I would feel bad if I didn't get the ending I wanted, because there's a good ending. I know there is. There is. I think I even have the manga too. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go read the Wadanohara manga. Oh man. Or should I wait till after? I don't know, because I want to play the game. But I also want to be mindful of who's a good guy and who's a bad guy, because I honestly can't remember. Darn, I know where it is. I know the manga is like on the top shelf in the front. I know where it is. I can go get it right now and I can start reading. Or I can play the game. I'm gonna check. Actually, you know, I can check right now. Playtime. Play duration. Wadanohara. Okay, mate. Oh my god, that's gonna be like a 2-part. Oh, Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's 6 hours. Oh my god. Okay. I usually like to do my RPGs in one sitting. That one is 6 hours though. Oh dear. Okay. You know, I really want to read the book. I have the manga. I did get it at Barnes & Nobles. I got it on a coupon. It's mine today. I have coupons for like another store. I should go to that store. What was it? What was it? What was I gonna say? Yeah. So I don't know. It's either between Palm Gets Wi-Fi, Wadanohara and the Blue Sea, Mad Father, or Witch's House that I'll play Monday, and then Tuesday I'll play Amnesia, and then Pokemon I will be playing Thursday because I got any more Pokemon. Maybe I'll catch Pokemon. I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. But yeah, we'll end it there for today. Bye everybody. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. Bye bye.